Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Let's go. Look at lines here on a Sunday night, September the 11th. I just got done. We did a little halftime show. So that's why we weren't in at halftime. Sorry, everybody. I know you want to be watching this barn burner we got here in Jerry's world. We were just talking like, well, did we get that over 6.5 field goals? Dallas seemed to hold. Maybe they come down, kick a field goal, 12-6, and woohoo. Anyway, so welcome on into the show. And if you're new, welcome. You don't know what the show's about on the Look Headlines? Well, we do every Sunday. We jump in and we talk about the games coming up, and I give you some picks, and we go from there. I know a lot of people don't like to bet early, but you know what? Sometimes it helps. Sometimes it helps. It's not always 100%. You get an early number, but you know what? If you watch this when we first did it back in June when the lines came out, if you watched it last week when we did it, you would have won a tidy. What am I? One out of the games I posted that I had: 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5, 1, 6, 1, 7, 1, 7, 2, 8, 2, 9, 2, 9 2 for you. I don't know if that'll make you any money, but here we go. We'll jump right to Thursday night. Chargers, Chiefs. Again, these lines, they could possibly moved already. You know what? I should probably bring up a live line if it's a little different, but I don't add these in the very second. You know, I put them in here in the Here we go with the freeze. Really with the freeze at 10 o'clock? Usually it's 10 of we get the freeze. Now we get it. Now we get in the middle of the show. It didn't freeze for the halftime show. I don't know what to say. Sometimes we freeze. Sometimes we freeze. Normally not at this time. All right, we'll try this again for the third time for the Chargers and the Chiefs game. So we saw an explosive Chiefs team, right? This line was a 3 against the Arizona Cardinals, balloons up to a 6, 6.5, and Arizona looks like a hot mess that they are. Chargers, not as explosive. I thought it'd be an over. And I think I had the over in the Midday Money show. Midday Money picks, not that good on the free pick, but the overall picks we did all right on. That being said, early Thursday game, again, always freezing, groovy. Sidewise for me here, I might lean to the Chargers here. I almost said San Diego. Again, am I going to rush to bet this because it's a Thursday night game? Now I had Buffalo. I had the under last week. This game here, I don't know. Maybe an over. I know it's a short week. Two familiar teams. Herbert usually plays pretty decent against Kansas City. But again, I'm not running to bet it right now. So there's that. We have the Jets and the Browns. This was a 5.5 and a 42. I see 6.5 now. 6.5s. Jets look terrible. I had them. One of my only losses today. It happens. I don't know why Flacco's in there. I can't get White to be quarterbacking for this squad. Why do we have to roll out a relic? The Browns hang on. Do I want to lay 6.5? I don't know. I might actually look towards the Jets here. I don't want to say under. I should say I do want to say under. I apologize for that. Maybe lean to the under here. I see some 41.5s popping up. So there's that. Oh, look who's popping in to say hello. Come on in. Don't be shy.
Oh, yeah. I actually have my numbers ready and all that to do a show, so this is good.
Excellent. Any thoughts on this guy?
Under in Jets. Or under in Browns, my bad.
Browns. Yeah, I started like, you know what? If I see 6.5 now creeping up, I kind of like the Jets. You know, I take the Jets home dog. I'll take them here. Again, not running to bet. I didn't bet it. I bet a couple games already, not that one. Washington and Lions were a pick 'em, and it's currently a Detroit 1.5. I guess big rally there. I got to say, I kind of like Detroit. Washington's not a team I liked. I had the Jaguars here. Again, Washington to me is a bad team. Like Wentz is.
Yeah.
Give me the Lions.
Try to give them the game there.
Right. I mean, Jacksonville kind of blew some opportunities. So I will go the Lions and probably take the over here too. Why not a wild and crazy game? Another exactly wild and crazy game. That Lions game started out pretty slow in Detroit.
Yeah, I had the over 48, and I had the Lions team total over. So
you're thinking it's 7-0 first quarter. You're like, can I get some points here? And next thing you know, you get a 24 spot. You get 31 in the second quarter.
It was beautiful. Yeah. Oh yeah, I was happy with that. Yeah, 44.5. I think that would be a lean towards the over. I don't have numbers for totals. Those are just like how those teams play out. I use numbers for sides, and I had this game at a -1 for Detroit. So I think this line's about right. So it would be probably a pass on the side. If you want to back a side, I think team totals could be a decent look to that one.
Dolphins 4 and a 46. I got Miami at 4.5 before. Immediately came back down, but hey, I'm going to take a decent point here. And this isn't a knock on the Ravens, right? I mean, you beat up on the Jets, good win there. But Miami, I like what I saw out of the defense, right? And even in not the greatest weather, the Ravens offense, I think it's going to be not lackluster, but it's not one of those wowzer kind of offenses. And now you're playing a good defense. Probably weather should be decent. I'm going to look for a rainy, wet, sloppy field there. But in that case, it's still conducive to me getting some points. And let's go. I'll take a little Miami as a dog here. And I hate doing something like that because I'm not like a jumping on the Tua, and like I thought Tua Hurts in like the same kind of bandwagon because they get kind of lumped together. I think you got to put Mac Jones in that thing too, but he gets a free pass because he's with Belichick, so he's automatically going to be a little better. He's got Belichick with him, but he didn't look too good. But give me Miami here. I know Harbaugh is a good coach. I know they're always solid defense, but I'm taking the 4.5. Speaking of teams that underachieve, hello, Indianapolis Colts. Thank you for my Texans. I would have liked an outright win there. That would have been great. Yeah. But I'll take a nice cover, 4.5 and a 45.5. I like the under here. Got it at a 45.5. This total is actually not the total. Side is a 4. I'd actually probably lean to the Jaguars still. I mean, Jaguars beat these guys last year. They almost beat them their other meeting of the year. You like what you saw out of this Colts team?
No, but this is one of those teams that could be one of those overreaction week 2s type of things. But going back to last game there, I'm leaning Baltimore actually in that one. Baltimore and under. Because I think that the Baltimore Ravens are an under team this year. And because all they do is pound the rock. I mean, they got 5 different running backs on that roster with Dobbins didn't play, but Hill, Justice Hill and Mike Davis and Kenyon Drake and Lamar Jackson. They got 5 running backs on that team, and their wide receivers are really weak with like Duvernay. Like that's your top wide receiver, and then Mark Andrews. So yeah, I think the Ravens are a under team. So I would look towards the under there, and I actually like the way their defense played today. Granted, it was the Jets. I had the Jets team total under, which hit. I had the full game under, which hit. But I would lean towards the Ravens here in this spot. My number for this one's actually 6. So I think we're getting a couple points of value here with the Ravens here. So that would be my lean there.
All right. And as for the overreaction, you see the Colts game, but the thing is, this line hasn't moved.
Yeah, I had this game. My power ranking for this one's a 4, so I think the line's correct. I would lean towards the Colts just because people would be like, "Oh man, they tied last week to the Texans." Oh, now they're no. I'm not laying the points on the road, but it would be a lean towards the Colts in this one here. I don't really have a play on this game yet. Maybe something later in the week, but no.
Bucks 3, and actually I got to switch this up because I had the Saints at a 4 and a 3.5 for myself already, and I think I said that the other day on the show. I bet this game early, so now it is back at a 3, but I got a 4 and a 3.5 on the site already with this game, and I looked at it as Saints would have I thought they were going to have a kind of big win here. I wasn't expecting Atlanta to put up a 20 spot. I thought Saints. I did throw out a Winston over 1.5 prop touchdowns, which did get there, but I thought it would be a Saints win. Now, again, I would have had the Saints. Hindsight being 2020, you see the line go from 3 to 5. Yeah, maybe I should have took the Saints. But as much as I took a bunch of dogs today, you're taking division home dogs in the NFL. You're probably going to have a winning season. Now I get the Bucks coming to town, and I'm thinking in my head when I'm taking the Saints +4, I'm thinking Saints win by 15, Bucks lose to Dallas in some kind of ugly dog fight, which it's definitely ugly.
Yeah,
so I figured this line would come down.
There.
Right, I figured this line would come down. Saints win, Bucks lose. Who knows? Maybe Tampa Bay, obviously in control right now. This game is what 12-3 still. I mean, terrible. Yeah. The Saints looked a little. It's no Peyton there. So we're going to see Dennis Allen, see what he's got here. But you have to be, as a Saints fan, not that I am, but you see Hill all of a sudden gets in there, right? The quarterback running the ball. Yeah. You like the trickery in the offense of trying to get things done. I get it. I'm just taking the Saints. I don't know what your thoughts are on that game with Tampa still playing.
Yeah, I want to see how this game finishes there. At the moment, my power ranking's 4.5, but that could change after this game, so we'll see. But yeah, it would actually be a slight lean at 3.5 at the -3, be a lean towards the Bucks. Even though I do like the Saints to win this division, it would be a lean towards Tampa in this spot just on the line. I would want it probably 6.5 to back the Saints here.
Really?
Well, my numbers are 4.5 at this point, so that would kind of be like where my threshold would be to look at them here. But I like the Saints, so I'm probably not betting this game. If I'm going to bet this one, maybe an over, because I think that Jameis Winston is still. I like Jameis Winston this year. I think he's comeback player of the year potential. Him and Saquon were my 2 comeback player of the year picks. And I said there were stupider futures bets than taking Winston at MVP for 50 to 1. So I think that this offense could be better. They have Michael Thomas returning, which is always nice. As long as Alvin Kamara can contribute as well. I kind of liking the Saints a little bit this year. Whether or not I get to this game, I don't know. Maybe a Saints team total could be interesting, but we see how good this Tampa Bay defense looks. But Dallas is meh.
I remember I had Saints at home here last time they played. 36-27, big win for New Orleans here. Picked off Brady, I think, had a pick 6 in this game, if I remember correctly. He pulled the box score. Did he have a pick 6? I remember, 40-yard touchdown return to seal the deal. 29-27 and 60 the other way. So here, definitely overplay, especially with the way Tampa's looked tonight, right? You're close. You're missing a field goal, but you probably should have had touchdown before that field goal, stuff like that. So I could do that over there with you.
And we saw how Atlanta was able to move up and down the field against the Saints team this week. Maybe it might be week 1 Ross, or maybe this defense is not as good as we think it is.
They thought it was good because they traded the cat over to Philly. They thought they had some depth. Like, all right, we'll trade you. Our defense is good. All right, you gave 27 or whatever to Atlanta. Real fast to the chat. Michael's in the house. Good evening. Groovy Caps. Hello. Lane, what's up? Definitely want your opinion on these games. You know you'll get them. What's up? Let's cheer this Cowboys under. Looks good, Alex.
Yes.
Looks good.
Looks good.
What a day. The only thing that sucks is Raiders lost, but Bears money line, Giants money line. Yes, there you go.
Yeah. Love it.
Raiders. Yeah, the Raiders didn't cover. I took Cowgirls plus 7.5. Hey, you're still alive at 7.5, right? I mean, they're only down 9. You need a touchdown to right back in this puppy.
Need a field goal.
I mean, seriously, field goal for the total. What are you eating over there, man? You got big enough to share? What are you chowing down on? What's happening? What the heck?
Chicken
Like I don't
sandwich.
see, like I don't see in the video. Come on.
Yeah, chicken sandwich. Yeah.
From
Yeah,
where?
'cause-
Bojangles?
No, it was one of those like frozen chicken sandwiches you get at like Walmart for like a couple bucks.
Oh, there you go. All right.
One of those college student meals.
There you go. That's all right. Do you have soup for breakfast? That's what I call cereal soup. Little cereal with water.
No. Usually for me, it's a Mountain Dew in the morning.
That's when betting goes bad. Like in the old days, it's like, oh, you know what? I got Cookie Crisp, but I can't afford milk, so I got to put water in it.
Oh no! I would rather eat them dry. I'd rather eat it dry than put water in it. Come on, what's wrong with you?
Then you make it soup. So there's a little broth in there.
I actually do that sometimes where I'll take cereal and just pour it into a cup and just eat it out of the cup.
Michael, Bills -7. Yeah, I said that in the show. I said, "We're right." You were there, Mike. You know.
Yeah, take
the Bills. Take the Bills today because it's going to 10.
Yeah, and take the Titans when you get 10.5 and try to middle it.
The freeze. Yes, the freeze was here. We started a pool for the freeze. Jesse Shuley's in the house. There he is. Jesse, what are you doing? You could get on StreamYard. Come on in. You're on StreamYard. Yeah. Come on over. Richie P's in the house.
Need an invite?
He could get in StreamYard, I think.
I think he needs an invite. I think you need an invite.
I don't have his email. Do you have his email for Shuley?
I do, because
if he wants to come by, he could come by.
Yeah, I'll shoot out a link to him. Why not?
Jess, the early lines, and this is tough for like rookie bettors and novices, right? Because one, they don't have bankroll. They're always about day to day. They want a live bet, second half bet, in-game betting. So they don't have the bullets to fire away deep. But you got to have something in reserve for stuff ahead of time if you want to make money. Like that's how you build. I get it. First time betting, you're jumping on the Sunday night game, you're jumping in. But if you want to be able to kind of grow your bets from $5 to 10 to 25 to 100 to whatever, up to thousands, whatever, you got to be able to lock in stuff out of the way. I mean, now it doesn't guarantee it's a winner. I've say on the show a bunch of times my lines I get that turn out bad. Hi, Carolina Panthers +4 worked out good for me. Toledo under 55, not so good. I mean,
oh yeah.
Hey,
I beat a couple line movement. I got the under 51.5 in ECU. It didn't work. It dropped to 48.5 or 49.5, whatever.
All right. No, definitely no WNBA talk in here.
I don't do the WNBA. Tim does.
Definitely trending to be an over team.
Absolutely.
And that's what they were last year. They give up points, and then all of a sudden they come roaring back. That's why they covered 11 games last year, because
second half money lines with them.
Second half money lines. Take the points. Yeah, definitely will get bet up for sure. Give me the Bears in next week plus the points. So I don't think I got to the Bear game yet. We'll talk about that in a minute. They're groovy.
I would disagree with that.
Detroit Lions started their world tour of last play today, the cover squad. Well, we had the Bears. We said take the Bears. We say Trey Lance. I don't say the guy's overrated, but
he's not worth laying 6.5, 7 points on the road with.
On the road.
Especially at 38.5 total.
Richie's liking the Ravens. Bears score 27 next Sunday. Packers score 35. That, it's easy to come out. We'll talk about that. We'll get to that game. Giants was a crazy game. Never in doubt, baby. Giants.
Oh, yeah. Giants money line. Never in doubt. Absolutely.
Check out total yards. Colts in Houston.
Well, he put it there. Colts had the 517 to 299 total yards edge. They destroyed them.
Should not have been close. But why was it close? That's the problem. How did it get to and that's with them scoring 17 in the fourth quarter. So how did it get to 20-0? Colts, Jags under. Already bet it. Jags money line next week. They always beat the Colts, Jacksonville. Definitely, I think, worth a play. They play the Colts for whatever reason tough.
Yeah.
517 to 299. Yeesh. How many turnovers did they have? I mean, I'm not watching every single game.
Me neither. I watch live odds. That's the way I look at it.
What do they have? What do we have here? Matt Ryan, 1 interception. What kind of fumbles? They have fumbles? 1 fumble, Matt Ryan, a fumble, and interception. So did they just chalk up all these late? Did they miss 5 field goals? What happened here? Winston played just how I expected. Taking the Jags all the way. Green Bay money line. Yeah, we're going out on a limb here. Get the Green Bay money line up.
Not money line, but I will lay the points on the Green Bay next year.
Over Jags. No. That's an under. If Saints injury defensive players come back, I'll take the Saints. It's early here. Oh, that's right. That's right. You're in Thailand right now. He's just waking up. Now, do you have cereal with water, Jesse? Or Cowboys might be dead. The offense is sad. Michael, you've been in the midday money. We've talked about this going back when we first did look at lines in July with this, when the lines first came out. Preview time with the Cowboys with the banged up offensive line with no NFL wide receivers. This team is bad. Thailand Women's Soccer League. All right, Bucs Saints. Here we go. On to the Panthers and the Giants. So this is a Giants. Now it's a 2.5 for the Giants. I want to take the Panthers here, believe it or not. I want to say the Panthers here. I mean, one, I don't like home teams laying less than 3. That's like an automatic rule for it. I know people kind of think like, that's an old school way of thinking and home field and this and that. I still feel like if you're not laying a couple points at home, you're not better than a team. How's McCaffrey? Is he still all right? Is he still playing? Did he make it out of the game alive? Is he on crutches?
Yeah, right.
Is he okay to play? Because if that's the case, I will take the Panthers here. Kansas Panthers money line for me.
Man, yeah, I'm probably staying off this game. My number's 2.5 for this one, so I think this is correct. This line's correct at this point. So pass probably at this moment. Maybe
Pat Steelers was 1.5. I'm seeing a pick now, and I got to tell you, if Najee Harris is banged up and not playing, TJ Watt is out. I mean, Patriots off a loss. I don't want to lay with them. I'd probably just do a money line 125 or 130 here if I'm looking at the Patriots. Yes, Steelers at home. They're a nice doggy, but I don't know. I mean, you got, 4 or 5 interceptions from Burrow, and you still needed overtime? You didn't turn the ball over once. You still needed overtime? You couldn't put those guys away?
Hey, Steelers money line, never in doubt.
Never in doubt. That's
it. Never in doubt. Plus 245, never in doubt.
I forgot to put that on Twitter. Never in doubt. 4 o'clock action. Here we go off to the races. Falcons, a 13.5. Overreaction. I'll take the Falcons. I don't mind because, one, I'm still getting almost 2 touchdowns here. All right.
Uh-huh.
And for me, the Rams, I didn't like the Rams opening day. I also, listen, do I like the over here, 248? I'll go over as well, thinking if McVay has these guys ready to go and they're looking to redeem themselves, it's going to be a 35 to 14 type game anyway. So worst case, I split. Best case is that Atlanta likes their coach, right? He came out there. I saw his little remarks afterwards. Maybe they're not as bad as everybody thinks. You know, I know the hype on them was the worst team in the league. And I'm not saying Mariota's Josh Allen, but the guy had wheels back in the day. Maybe he could take off, make a play or two here to get me within the number. I'm getting 14. I'll take a shot here. Almost 14. It's a big enough number where, to me, the Rams, as the defending champs, I think you got some question marks. I just think they do.
Touchdown Buccaneers, by the way. It's 18-3 now with about 3.5 minutes to go in the third. But for that game,
all right,
that one, the overreaction is kind of what I like here. The Rams looked absolutely terrible, and the Falcons actually looked pretty good against the Saints today. My line for this game is 17.5. I still have the Falcons power ranked as one of the worst teams in football, and I have the Rams power ranked as one of the better ones. I'm probably going to lay the almost 2 touchdowns in this game. I usually don't like to lay big points, but there's a few teams that are laying some big points next week that I'm probably going to be on.
Yeah.
So the Rams are one of them where I'm going to lay 13.5 with them.
So I figure I'm going to come in with the over. And again, like I do with baseball, I'll take a dog, a big dog sometimes just on a play where I have to take it. Here I figure I'm getting the 13.5. Rams with the extra rest, as bad as they looked, getting demolished.
Extra rest, and then also you got to keep in mind Atlanta is traveling from Atlanta to LA, so they're going across a couple time zones.
Yeah, but this isn't college. They'll be there well ahead of time. They'll be there by Tuesday, Wednesday. You know, it's not like it's not like college where they show up the day before and like, bad spot. But I just feel McVay, if he's going to have the team right, it's going to be a redemption game, and they'll put up 30 plus.
Yep.
And I think the Falcons will still score a couple themselves, because that Ram defense, I know it's Josh Allen, still looked a little leaky, you know. And let's go back to the Super Bowl. They looked a little leaky there too. They gave up some points. Let's go back to Garoppolo almost taking them. So I mean, as good as they are, and they have some stud guys, I think I could get, you know, I just need a couple points here over, and best case 2-0, worst case I go 1-1. I'm not, you know.
Yeah, that's fair.
You know, like I say, I got to stick to one. I can't just, if I'm picking and choosing, I take just the over, and all of a sudden it's 34 to 10. You know, if I, you know, or something where I would have got the cover. So I can't think that way. So I got to go all in. I jump right in. All right, Seattle and San Fran. Here's another overreaction spot for you, because right?
Yep.
San Fran, road fave, losing outright to a Bears team that's supposed to be a bad squad. Bad. They looked terrible in preseason. I didn't care. I had them week 1. And I got Seattle here. Haven't played. You know what? I like Seattle tomorrow. I like them at +4. I like them at +6.5. Zero respect for Geno Smith. I understand, right? I mean, the guy's a career backup, but he's still got the players around him. I think Penny, if he's healthy, he's a good running back.
Better as people think they are.
And San Francisco, I'm going to come back. Trey Lance, I can't lay double digits. What do I got? I got a +10 and a +9. It doesn't make a difference, this guy. Have you seen him play?
Yeah.
I don't care where he's laying 10. 10 I'll take a division dog +10 every day. I don't care. I don't care if it loses. There's no way Trey Lance should be laying 10 to anybody. This isn't. I think this line will go down him. Too. It's not him playing Northern Arizona Lumberjacks. You know, this isn't college. I mean, like, this is a team with. Let's be honest. I mean, Geno Smith's gonna be like, "Are you kidding me? This freaking kid? Who the hell are you? You know."
Yeah, and looking at this one here, I think you might be able to get an even better line with San Fran, though, because this is one of those overreactions. Wow, San Fran just lost to the Chicago Bears, and wow, the Seahawks just beat the Broncos. Yes, I'm saying they win straight up tomorrow, and you may get a touchdown here. This may go down to a 7, and if it goes down to a 7, I'm all over San Fran.
This is no different than the Monday night game where we talked about the Bills laying 7. It's going to go up to 10. And San Fran line's going to come down. And that's why I do the show, because that's why, at 9 or 10, I'm more than happy to take a dog.
At 7, 12.5.
At 7, would I jump in on Seattle? Probably not. Probably not at that point.
No, at 7, I'm absolutely on San Fran. And my number for this game is 12.5. So that's kind of where that 10, even at the 9-10, I think there's a little bit of value on San Fran.
And you know, people are going to come in, and you know this, you'll see it in your show tomorrow. And as the week progresses, well, trend-wise, San Fran versus Seattle, hello, both of these guys, they have different quarterbacks for the first time in 10 years. Don't worry about those trends. Don't worry, you know, throw those out the window. They don't count, you know. Okay, coaches might be the same. You got totally new quarterbacks. Bengals, Cowboys. I got to take the Bengals here. And I said, I took Cowboys in week 1, thinking they're going to be Tampa. And I said, you know what? Week 2, I'll probably come back, take Cincinnati here. Now, the flip side of that, if Dallas lost, I'd probably come back with Dallas in week 2 because nobody thinks they're going to win. That being said, I couldn't do that because I thought Cincy, as much as I had Pittsburgh and I cashed with them, I didn't think they'd lose outright and Joe Burrow would look like an absolute novice first-time quarterback back there.
Yeah.
So, as bad as he looked, I had to take the 2.5, even with Dallas up against it. The offensive line, I mean, unless they're bringing in reincarnation of like Eric Williams or Mark Stepnoski to take over here. I mean, this offensive line is problematic, and they got some big problems since the off a humiliating loss. It's kind of like, for me, when I see like a baseball team, like 3 errors, and they look terrible, they give up 13 hits, and they lose a game like 9-1 or something. That's the way Cincy played. You turn the ball over all those times, you're still in a position to win the game. So I like Cincy.
The first thing I thought of with this game is under 51.5.
Oh, yeah.
Both these offensive lines are huge question marks. And I think that these defensive lines and these front sevens can get pressure on both these quarterbacks. We saw Joe Burrow get sacked 6 times today. And we're expecting their offensive line to get better overnight. No.
As
Under.
much as they took Chase for in the draft, I'm like, can you take an offensive lineman to protect a quarterback who had his leg broken last year? No, they didn't do it. And here's the offensive line showing
No,
his
he wants
ugly
his
face.
buddy Jamar Chase on the team. No. You need an
listen,
offensive lineman.
they got to the Super Bowl. Wonderful. You still got to keep this guy
That's
upright. He
a
can't throw from
fluky
his
run.
back.
That was a fluky run, and everybody knows it.
Guy
I'm not high
sacked
on
50
the
times
Bengals
last
team.
year. I'm with you. I'm just saying, in a spot of you throw 4 interceptions, you look terrible. It's a spot to play on.
Yeah,
But-
especially if the Cowboys are going to lose this game by 20 points, down 19-3 right now.
Yeah.
Let's just say, well, they're not covering by at least 10 points. Well, they're an overreaction team.
Yep.
So this could be Cowboys and under for me.
Yeah.
My line
I agree.
My line for this is 2. So
I'm definitely going to jump on that under as
Yeah.
soon as the show's over. That's for sure. You know what?
Yeah.
As much as I jumped on, I think I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got 8 games already bet. I missed this one.
Yeah, under and lean Cowboys at this point. I'm hoping that goes down to a pick 'em.
Let's hold on. Let's get back to the chat here. What we got going on here? Oh boy, Jesse just woke up. Cowboys are done. They are done.
Yeah.
Hockey, we did that for women's soccer. Bears offensive line finally getting better. Richard P says for next week, Bucks, Giants, Dallas, Titans, and Mini. Haha.
I don't mind the Titans. We're going to get to that. I kind of like the Titans.
Yeah, we'll get to that game, and we'll get to the Viking-Eagle game as well. Doubleheader on Monday night. Tampa up 18-3. Giants win. There you go,
Right.
Desmond. Wonderful. Take it. You guys have action Sunday Night Football. I got the Cowboys 2.5 and the under 52.5. So I got a split. I'm still going to go, I guess, 9-3 today in
There you go.
NFL.
Oh yeah,
not too bad. 2-1 in baseball. My run lines. Bengals should have won that game 3 times. Had to 7. Yeah, I mean, it's and you threw 4 picks. Rough one. Good point, Michael. Looking for Cincy next week. Definitely an under in that game.
Yeah.
The total for tomorrow night's game is a 44.5. I like the under of 41.
Under.
It's up to 44.5. I still like the under.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be someone who advocates for this probably every single time you can. If it's a Monday night, Sunday night, Thursday night game, you bet the under. Primetime unders the last 5 seasons are hitting at like 60%. Like it's
really. I know Thursday nights had gone over for a while. They were crushing overs, but the other ones went under. Yeah,
public always comes in and bets overs, and they inflate the lines a little bit there. So yeah, I want to be on the Seahawks and the under tomorrow.
Do the public like favorites?
Yeah, a little bit. Just favorites and overs.
I just want to. I mean, tomorrow in your show and midday, when people are coming in and be like, I can't believe San Fran, Cincy, and Indy, when those guys all lose, like how many people lost parlays with those guys, the money line parlays?
Oof, yeah. Yep.
Won't take Seattle. The Drew Lock starts.
Geno Smith's the GOAT. I don't know what you're talking about.
Seattle first half plus 3.5. See, I'm just going for the game. But
yeah, I'm going to take 6.5.
But the first half isn't a bad play because you figure if they're going to come out to teach their old guy a lesson, the first half's where they're going to come out strong. And then the second half would be maybe the Denver defense, and they might separate Russell Wilson.
Here's an interesting question. Do we see a 7 tomorrow?
Nah, they'll keep that at 6.5 as long as they can.
Yeah.
When in doubt, Tom Brady. Yeah, he's not too bad.
Yeah, that Tom Brady guy's pretty good.
Yeah.
I think he has a future.
Desmond, he's got no offensive line. He's got no wide receivers. So, I mean, what are you doing?
Yeah.
And it's sad because they finally have it, like as Craig said today, we did the show,
defense.
They got a defense. Now the offense is in trouble. I know you hate me for parlays, but week 1 winner, baby. San Diego money line. KC,
I don't advocate for parlays. That's all I say.
Stop geoengineering. I'm all for geoengineering, stopping it. Yes. We don't need mutant seeds everywhere. I may go under the Broncos game. Yes.
Yes.
Seattle backdoor cover in the first half. Parsons is going to be in that Cincy backfield all day. Seriously. And Lawrence isn't too bad himself either. Might as well. Seems like everybody else is fishing in the under. That Nick guy's dumb.
Yeah. He's quite an idiot. I don't know why you bring him on.
Locking in under Dallas. Do it, baby. I got the under, but bad line of 50.5. Still all right. I mean, I think you're safe here with how much time.
I got a bad line. I got under 50. So
that was 52.5 for a long time.
Yeah.
I mean, you're all right. It's 22 points. I mean, are we going to get 4 touchdowns here in the second? I mean, I don't think we get 4 touchdowns in the fourth quarter. If we do, hopefully I didn't just jinx myself here. Free Minds in the house. Good evening. I didn't know it was a show tonight. Come on, baby, you know this. Look headlines Sunday nights. Sunday nights we roll out. Look headlines. End of third. I see a 7 on Seattle. There you go. Wow. Okay.
Ooh.
Do you see a 7? I don't see a 7 anywhere. All right. If you got it, you got it. I just see straight
6.5. I see 6.5 minus 105 on my book.
No, check that. I got 7s. I got a whole board switch here to 7 now. Wow. I was totally wrong. Everything's at a 7.
Then I'm going to wait to bet that because I haven't locked it in yet. I'm going to wait till tomorrow morning. I'm going to try to get a 7.
Yeah, I'm looking now. I see these numbers now. All right, somebody's coming in on that. I still kind of like that. I mean, I get everybody's betting Russell Wilson. I can't. Did everybody just miss what happened this weekend? Have they missed Sunday NFL today? Got like 7.5 on the road
with a rookie head coach, or with a first-year head coach with them.
Why the Braves do you like that? That's right, baby.
Hey, that was great. That was great. They get a beautiful, beautiful performance by the Braves tonight.
Braves tomorrow with Strider facing San Fran coming out of the Windy City and the Cubbies tonight. Strider run line. I'm so mad at the Niners, TJ. Baker's awful. Good call, Jesse. Who's disappointed you guys today? No disappointing me, baby. I'm going to have a 9-3 day because I had the Bears. And I had Carolina +4. I didn't wait till the end. Braves tomorrow. Strider over K's.
Yeah, you could have gone.
Yeah. Yes. On my book, Seattle's at 8.5. What? I'm actually up 1850. White Sox all stays. Yeah, White Sox were a loser for me, Dad. Astros run line, Arizona run line, and a White Sox run line. So 2-1.
Any baseball today.
2-1. Back to the games. Where are we at? We did Bengals Cowboys, so let's move on to Texans Broncos. Yep. 10.5 for here. Oof. Now, you know, I want to take the Texans, right? I see 10.5. This game, I got no real thought on here. I got nothing to say. I want to say maybe an under, but you know what? I could see this being an over. And I want to see what goes on here Monday night. Now, as much as I think Seattle's going to cover, which is why I'm taking the big points here on Sunday ahead of next week's game, if things go wrong here, this line will probably come down a little bit. So you might get a better number with Denver.
Yeah, I'm hoping to get less than double digits, and I'm going to take Denver here.
It comes down, and I'm all – folks, I mean, do we got to run down the games I bet today? I mean, I
have a lot of favorites I like next week, actually. It's scary. I don't like this many favorites usually.
I mean, I like dogs. I had the Jets, Carolina, Pittsburgh, Chicago, Detroit, Houston, the Jaguars, the Giants, Dallas. I had all these dogs, and I had Carolina as a dog, not as a fave. I had them at 4 and 3.5. I like my dogs. In this case here, I'm looking for a so-so performance from Denver. This line maybe comes to 10 or 9, and then sign me up for the Broncos at home.
Yep, exactly. I'm going to be all over the Broncos. My line is 15.5. I'm just hoping they don't dominate tomorrow and this turns into a 12.5.
Yeah. And if that's the case, you know what? Just don't play it, baby. Just don't play it.
I mean, I would like this. I would like the Broncos up to probably 13 next week. I think that's the max I'll go on them. I want to see how they look first, though.
Cards Raiders 3. I think this line's going to move. I think it did move since I posted this afternoon. Where are we at? 3.5 now with the Raiders. I think you got to like the Raiders here simply because of how bad Arizona looks. I know it's easy to say, they look bad. You come in and play them again. I don't know. Raiders off a loss. I'll take the Raiders in their home opener.
I think this could be an over.
Again, Arizona coach, I do not like one bit. You like the over? Go for it.
Yeah, probably over 51 for me. Looking at the side, good job, bookmakers. You're spot on. I had this at 3.5. So no look for me there. For me, it'd be probably over.
Hold on a second. Craig's asking me about Power Hour this week.
Yeah. He just asked me that too if I was good for Wednesday.
Yeah, I said good any days.
Wednesdays are good. The only days I can't do are Tuesday, Thursdays because I have 2 classes on those days.
And normally I do Tuesdays, so I don't mind the Tuesdays, but I just had to take my dad. It's get some tests. I got to take him actually someday in October. I got to take him on a Wednesday again for a surgery.
Yeah.
So they put his pacemaker in wrong 20 years ago. So the guy's like, I don't want to, he's 75, 76 years old. He's like, I really don't want to take it out, but if this wire moves a little bit, it could like set you on fire or something. I don't know. I'm like,
that doesn't sound good.
Or whatever it does. It'll blow up. I don't know if the wire is correct. I'm thinking to myself, my dad, the guy's been like touched by the hand of God. Besides the pacemaker thing, the guy had pancreatic cancer. He's cancer free for 12 years.
Hell
10
yeah.
years. Is it? No, it's 9 years. So 2014. So we're 8+ almost 9 years into being free of pancreatic cancer that kills people like it's, you go outside and you breathe air and you die. So I'm like, Dad, I was like, you're 76. What are you holding? I'm going to live forever. You're going to go under the knife at 75, 76 years old for a heart surgery? I don't know. Whatever. So, but again, the guy's indestructible. Who knew? And the guy, all he does is eat Oreos and Mike and Ike's.
Hell yeah.
And he likes his Crown Royal Manhattans. All right, Sunday Night Football, Bears Packers here. Aaron Rodgers looks terrible. The Bears look great. I just cannot. There's no way I can take the Bears plus 10. I can't take the Bears plus. I can't take it. I can't take it over here. Maybe,
yeah. Here's how we approach this. Ready? RELAX. Relax. Packers are gonna be fine. We saw this last year. They lost 38-3 week 1 against the Saints.
Yes.
Don't hit the panic button with the Packers here. Give me the Packers laying the points. Laying 10, I don't care. I'll lay 10 with this team. And I like the under as well.
They take care of business versus Chicago. Now, I like Minnesota today. I'm a Viking guy. I thought that, finally
I was on the Packers.
A new head coach for them. They're good. They got a great offense. The Bears, it's tough. Again, 10 points, but the Packers just own these guys like everybody else in this division. Like the Bears especially. Like weren't they down to the Bears last year and then they come in and like Rodgers puts up like a 40 spot? Like I'm gonna look at the score. I'm positive they did that last year. I thought they were down and he came back and just ran it up on them.
I think I'll be on the under because primetime unders.
45-30. And it was the Bear. Yeah, look at this. 45-30. And in the second quarter, we got 45 points in the second quarter of that game, by the way. 10-0 Chicago, 14-10 Green Bay, 24-14 Chicago, 24-21 Bears field goal, 27-21, and then all Green Bay second. 17 points in the third, and then that's it. They scored another one in the fourth. Yeah, it's tough to go against Rodgers here. I guess you laid a 10. It's probably only going to go up.
Yeah, I'm going to lay the 10 there.
Titans, this line, again, it's already moved. It was 7.5.
Yep.
I said it, not just today at Midday Money. I've said it previously. After Tennessee lost to the Giants, this line was going to go to 10. It's 9.5. I'm sure they don't want to go to 10. But then again, I didn't think
double digits with the Titans.
Then again, I didn't. Sure. As much as I said that, I'm seeing 10s out here anyway, offshore.
Yeah,
and in Vegas, they got 10s up.
Yep, absolutely. Give me 10. Give me double digits with the Titans here. This is classic overreaction. The Titans look like crap. They just lost to the Giants. Wow, the Bills look unstoppable on Thursday night. Give me 10 and a hook, and I'm thrilled to take the Titans here. As much as I hate the Titans this year, I'm so low on them. I think that they are mediocre at best, and they're going to miss the playoffs. You give me 10.5 points with them, then I'll take it.
I've had my Buffalo at 7 and 7.5. Obviously, this won't be a pick for sale because I can't throw that up. A lot of times the games move. I don't throw them in the packages. But this one will be in a package, and I'll tell you what, I'll probably go Vikings and over here.
I think the over is a decent look. Let's see what my number is. By the my number for last game was 16 for the.
I see threes now.
Or not 6.5 for Buffalo was my projected line. 3 is my projected line here for. So I think the line's
it's
about
a 3. It's a 3 now. There's threes.
Now here's an interesting question with 2 Monday night games. Which one would you call a primetime game, or do you think both would qualify for the primetime unders?
I would say the Buffalo game would look like an under because the Tennessee, if they stop the running
If
game of
Tennessee covers,
Tennessee,
that game goes under.
yeah, because it's going to be a whatever 28-20 type game, 27-19 or something along those lines.
And looking at the Minnesota game, I mean, I feel like the over could be the look, even though I hate betting over primetime overs. I'm gonna bet some primetime overs this year, but not many. This could be one because this Vikings offense is, I think you haven't mentioned, it's a starting lineup of a fantasy football team.
Yeah. I mean, I like Cook, although Cook didn't score a touchdown today. That was one of the props I put out. Cook, Winston, and Pierce. I go 1 and 2, but again, that's why I really don't do props of fantasy.
I really don't do props. Yeah,
I throw something out like we threw out the Josh Allen one. I think hit the other day. I think we had Allen Robinson loser, but it's not. I don't know. I need my. I don't care how it gets there. You know, like I need my game to get there. I don't need somebody to score for me. You know, like I don't care who scores. Just get in the end zone. It could be I could take a thick 6. I don't care. Make a lineman recover a fumble. I don't care.
Thick 6. I love me a thick 6.
My son almost had a thick 6 in a game.
Hell yeah.
I put it up on Instagram and Twitter. I'm like, he fell silent. If he would have just fallen forward, I think he would have got in. He went like on his side. He just missed it.
You gotta learn. That's one thing you gotta learn as a football player is how to fall forward.
Yeah, well, he doesn't really fall forward. He's not used to it.
Yeah.
All right, where are we going here? All right, 5-0 for the Iceman if this under hits. There we go. Yeah. Listen, I think the under is pretty safe, Jesse.
Yeah, if the under hits, I'll be up a unit. If it loses, then I'll be down a unit. I was literally like, yeah, I was about break even heading into Sunday night after everything that happened today.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I think it's kind of safe here. How much time's left in this game? I think the under is all
11 and a half, and there's 22 points. Hey, I'm not going to count a winner yet until there's 0-0-0 on that clock. I know my luck.
So I'm 8-2 in my NFL coming into today, or
There you go.
Well, if we count the Bills game, I'm 9-2, but I'm just talking Sunday. A lot of dogs in that. Only favors that Miami game.
Yeah, I think with all the dogs hitting this week, next week's a favorite week.
Hit yesterday for 14 honey. Lost my bet with the Colts today. Bucks second half should get there. I mean, all they got to do is win, and they put a touchdown on the board, so
that's probably good enough.
I mean, obviously you want a field goal, right? You think Dallas might punch in a garbage TD here eventually.
Still, if you took the 1.5 instead of the plus 120, then you'll
be all right. Yeah. Carr's got to deliver next Sunday. Yes, he does. Broncos money line, Giants money line, Broncos money line. What are we doing? I can't. What's the Broncos money line? Are you out of your mind?
Minus 10.5. I think he corrected himself.
All right. Giants. Browns under. Yes. Patriots, Steelers
corrected
under.
Himself there.
All right. Oh my goodness.
I like the Broncos there.
The Bears Packers under I could do because I can see the Bears only scoring like 10 points. And as much as
Packers
Green Bay will run away, are they going to run? Maybe even if they win 30-10, it won't be like a vintage Green Bay win where it's like a 45-17 type game. But again, Rodgers is still breaking in a new receiving core. So,
yeah,
I mean, I could see him. I could see that staying under. Nate, you know how I roll a little late night money, but this is not Tim. This is the brother. This is the imposter.
Yeah. I'm not the one that does. Get out of here. I'm not the one that does midday money. So I'm in for a guest appearance.
Got to go Green Bay. I can see through the BS. I mean, seriously, right? Is that crazy? Like
RELAX.
And let me tell you. So his sister and brother both got cancer after him, and died within like 4 months with the pancreatic cancer. Like he got it in 2014. They got it recently, maybe 18 and 20. Like recently passed away from it, or back to back. They had it months apart. Boom. Like literally they got it, and 3 months later they passed away. And this guy is like the freaking Terminator. I mean, it's crazy. Broncos, thank you. Money line. Mets. Yeah. Meet the Mets. Greet the Mets.
I may lay the wood for their run line tomorrow. I think it was minus 130.
Yeah, I saw 135. I couldn't do it. I was like, you know what?
135 now. Yeah. We'll see.
Brady intercepted. I don't know how far behind I am with that one. Brady
Pretty
just choked
far
a
behind.
pass. Cowboys recovered a fumble. I'm probably should have sued him for that F up. Yeah, as I said to my parents, I said, So another Mr. Higgs story. She went in for a hernia operation. This had to be in, I don't know if it's late 90s, early 2000s. Comes out, gets in the car with my mom. They're going home. Has like a seizure in the car, right? My mom, this is like before cell phones. So I'd be probably in the late 90s, mid 90s. So seizure, yeah. I mean, they didn't have a cell phone. I mean, I had a cell phone. That's because I'm calling the man back in 718 numbers. So my mom's like, a knock on the door. They put him in an ambulance, bring him back to the hospital. They're like, what's his name? And they're like, that's not his name because he hasn't been released from the hospital yet. My mom's like, the guy, he's still got the tags on his arm. You let him go. They never released him from the hospital. Then they put him in a room. No one came to see him for a day. My mom, they didn't know where he was. They lost him in the hospital after they let him out. Like, I'm like, can we sue? Mom's like, that's blood money. I'm like, who cares? It's going to buy me a mansion. No. But again, the guy just no. Can you imagine having a hernia operation? No anesthesia, no pain medication for like 16 hours. They just left him. No food.
Jeez.
They just wheeled him in a room. A janitor found him. Like, what are you doing in here? This is a storage room. Wasn't hooked up to nothing.
Hell?
Seriously, that's crazy stories in my family. That's just the start. These are the stories I could share.
Jeez.
Dodgers run line tomorrow. What is it? Like a 130 something with who's that? Anderson pitching or Meany? How did you know
Anderson and Nelson? I kind of want to target the Diamondbacks for a spot there.
How'd I know? I just know, baby. Just pay attention. Don, don't worry about how I know. I know these things. I know these things because the Colts are bad. All right? Their coach is terrible. He's been going downhill. The defense, they lost their defensive coordinator. I thought the defense players are still good. All right? But this is a team. You're familiar with the team. It's a division game, conference, whatever it is. They're rivals in a division for the AFC South. What are you doing? You're gonna lay big points? Did you miss Davis Mills playing down the stretch? He looked pretty good. Bucks second half under 23.5. Actually, you should be safe with that one.
Yeah.
No? Raiders will kick butt next week. Reich is the worst opening day. He's lost 5 straight. Laying with the Raiders next week. I agree, Markel. How are you tonight? I like the Vikes winning. I do too. You know how I feel about Philadelphia. Green Bay in a rout. Vikings win 27-24 over the total. We like it. I thought it was Tim. It's Nick. Got them twins. Yeah, they're twins.
I'm not that ugly, am I? Jeez.
Chargers, Chiefs, Thursday night football. Yes, I got no real opinion on that game.
Under 54.
Bears going to win ugly. No bear prop for me. You're right. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if the Bears are going to win, getting double digits. If they do, wonderful. For me, I don't know. Again, I don't know if I'm getting involved in that game.
Yeah.
Your dumb friend talked you into the Colts. Nathan, why do you listen to your dumb friend when you come into the show and I'm telling you to take the Colts? Why do you listen to the guy who actually betting games for 25 years? Guy who knows a thing or two.
Nah.
Titans plus money.
Plus the points? Absolutely.
At 10, 10.5.
Absolutely.
I don't, Corey. I'd hold that a bit here though, because I mean,
you're gonna get 11 and a half later in the week.
It's gonna get bet up. Again, I'm an early better guy. I like to get a good number.
Need to early bet the Titans here.
I got a 7 early bet on Titans. No. Now, if you're looking at early, if this was a week 1 game, it's been up for 2 months. Take it because it might come down a notch. Here, wait, just wait. You got plenty of time.
Yep.
Miami 3. Yeah, I would. I'm getting points in what I think is a 1.5 type game. Well, you got Baltimore rated as a 4.5 point fave, so you like the other side anyway.
I have Baltimore as a projected 6.
6.
Yeah. So yeah. Oh, they only have to stay within a field goal. I thought this is one of your things. So you say, 3 and a hook, you look towards the favorite.
Yeah, but the opening number for me is if it was a 4 or 4.5.
Yeah.
You know, that's why I look at the early lines, because if you come in and be like, okay, it's this number. Well, was it that number? Because, I'm seeing as openers at like a 2.5, it's a 3. So Listen, you know me. 3.5, 2.5, 6.5, 7.5. I'm opposite thinking. 3.5 for
Yep,
Dallas.
exactly.
Not shocked. Been to casino all day. Nathan.
Must be nice. I would love to go to a casino all day.
Titans game might go under if they keep Allen off the field, keep the ball on the ground. Well, they have to convert that, and Bills can play a little
The
defense.
Titans, as much as I don't like the Titans, they have the style of offense to match up well against the Bills.
Yeah. Smash
They
mouth,
pound
keep
the
it off
rock.
the field.
Yeah, pound the rock. They did that a few years. No, that was the Colts that did it a few years ago with that Chiefs offense.
Yeah.
All they did was pound the rock, and they won the game. Yeah, that's all you gotta do. Hand the ball to Henry 35 times, and you win that game.
10.5. Yes. No money lines at that price. Checking in from the MGA Grand tonight. Desmond's in the MGA Grand. Where's Nathan at? Put a hundo on a roulette table. Now on number 11. All right. Bet it all, baby. Roulette, huh?
No, thank you. I lost $20 on roulette in Vegas when I went a couple months ago or a month ago, and that was it.
Video poker.
No
Blackjack. Hey, here we go.
No, I'm there to
20 and 28 on the roulette table. There's an Albuquerque. That's Castro in Albuquerque, hanging out with Walter White, washing money. There'll be no winner free picks if that happened to someone I know, Higgs. What's that? 2-team parlay. Broncos money line and Greece money. Oh, what is this? My goodness.
Greece money line. Oh, is that with Giannis? Isn't Giannis on the Greece basketball team? I think.
I was going to lose my butt today after winning that 14-9. You should have stayed away. You should have stayed away. I'm your new friend, Nathan. No more dumb friends, says Groovy Caps.
There you go. There you go.
8:32 left. Bucks 19, Dallas 3. All right. So my Dallas 2.5 obviously is a loser. But the under looks okay.
Yeah.
I guess that's a win. I don't like to pull out the pen till really late. My son came in. It was like I don't know, probably around like 5 o'clock. He's like, "Oh, how you doing today? You making any money, or we're gonna be homeless?" I'm like, I said, "Oh, you got jokes?" He's like, "Yeah." His buddies are talking about it. He's like, "Yeah, everybody's upset that so and so's lose." I'm like, "Well, we had the Steelers. He's like, "Really?" I'm like, "Here's my sheet, Dan." He's like, "Oh my goodness, he had all the underdogs." And at dinner, we're talking about him. Always like, he just can't help himself with the dogs. I was like, I can't get it out of my system. But,
I'm the same way, but I have a bunch of favorites I like next week, which feels weird, but I'm guessing when I like a lot of favorites, it's probably for a reason.
Yeah, no, I mean, I do like some favorites. I mean, this week was a dog week. Next week,
favorite week.
I do have a couple dogs, but I got a couple.
The only dog I've written down that I have interest in betting right now is Tennessee.
And see, we're opposite. Well, that's because I got a 7. I got a 7 at Buffalo.
I'm hoping for 10 plus. That's
exactly. I mean, that's a huge swing.
That's a difference. That's a pretty big difference.
Yeah. So for me personally, now listen, on the sites I got a 7. I'm not going to go and put in a 10 because listen, people don't like betting a week at a time. I'm not going to tell somebody to put $3 and $3 on 2 things to go for a middle. They're going to be like, "What are you doing?" Like, But for me personally, yeah, that'll be a middle opportunity.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, okay, I'll think about it. Or do I just stick with the 7 thinking it's going to be a 8-9 point win and I win either way? It is what it is. And again, like Seattle, Atlanta, I got 2 big numbers. They're probably going to come down during the week. I'm
going to be on those favorites. Those are overreaction favorites. So
yeah, it was a hospital.
Yeah.
Standing in 10 dimes tonight. Was down 3 dimes. Need this win. Gee, Kim's coming in, betting stacks here.
Jeez.
Shocks my nervous system when I take a fave. I do take faves.
Funny, yeah. And I find that funny because literally when we do free pick videos, and I'm like, okay, he's either going to take the under, or he's going to take the dog. That's usually when you do a free pick video, it's either the under or the dog. So I'm like, all right, which one is it?
Yeah, and listen, I got faves. Who do I got here as a fave? Like Vegas, they're what? I got my 2.5.
Packers.
I might come in on
Broncos.
The Packers. The Bronco game.
Browns.
Again, you guys see how that one plays out. Okay, I took the Falcons just at 13.5 and the over. It's kind of get them hand in hand. See how we do there. You know, if it splits, I can take a 1-0 day. I know people don't
Yeah.
like to say, "Oh, you lost." You know, I'm going to lose games. You think I'm going to go freaking 9-2 every week in the NFL? That'd be wonderful. If I go 5-0 in a circuit, like 5-0 in circuit today is great. Am I going to go 5-0 every week?
No, but if you do, you'll be $1 million richer.
That'd be nice. Another 5-dimer on Denver. If Denver just wins, you got them tied up in a money line parlay.
Oh boy, you're going to be disappointed tomorrow when the
Tim's very
Seahawks
selective. Nick takes shocks at plus dogs.
Oh yeah, I had some pretty big dogs this weekend, especially in college football. I mean, I had
Appalachian State, baby. You had Appy?
No, I left off App State
What?
and Marshall.
I thought you put him on a thing.
No, I had Georgia Southern. I had Georgia Southern plus 950 against Nebraska.
That's a good win there.
I had Middle Tennessee plus 335 against Colorado State as well. I did take some bigger shots with I think New Mexico State was one I had. I had UConn plus 1150, which didn't come close. I had 18-1 on Charlotte. So I mean, I took some big dog shots there, but hey, I think I was profitable.
Nebraska finally fired Scott Frost, who should have been fired.
I was so upset about that. I can't fade him anymore now.
That, I'll talk about some of these tomorrow on the show. Opening line side of things for college football. That was a 7. That was a 7.5, and there was a 9.5. Where did I write down? Oh, here I got them right in front of me. FanDuel opened this at 5.5. Oklahoma 5.5 point favorite. 5 dimes had at 7.5.
Let's see what I can get for Oklahoma right now.
It's a 14.5, I think, right now.
Son of. I don't want to hear that. 13.5. Damn it.
Yeah. Penn State at a pick'em. Another side had them at a 4.5 point fave. Oregon at a -2. Another side had them at a 5.5. Another side had them at a 7 point favorite. I mean,
oh wow.
Now, last week I had opening numbers. I had losers on opening numbers. Northwestern 7 goes to 10, loser. Toledo 55.5 under, went to 49, loser. Toledo put up 60 themselves. I mean, Florida at 3 went to 6+. I mean,
yeah.
And then I had a Mid Tennessee at them +8, and they went to a 14. I ended up winning outright as a 14-point dog. I mean, you don't always win with your early numbers, but I like it's just nice to say, hey, I had a good number. Sometimes it's say I had a good number. Hope you win tomorrow. Kim's buying wings tomorrow if he wins. Wings Tuesday on Kim. Seattle 27-17.
Yep. Yeah, I'm hoping it's maybe like.
As I say, a little 17.
Under. Yeah, I was gonna say I want. No, that's a push.
Yes.
That's a push because it's a 44 right now.
All right, Broncos. Everybody's on the Broncos. Did you take Louisville money line this weekend?
I got him at plus 205 pregame. That's what I got him at. I got 6.5 and plus 205 for Louisville.
I think I said Louisville in that was the lean on the midday money show. I said take Louisville there.
Oh, I was all over Louisville. That was one of my overreaction teams. After they get crushed by Syracuse, yeah.
Groovy says this is the time of year I hit 19 parlays. Denver 23-9. Let's the under cashes, Mike. I don't know. I that line to me, I don't like crazy line move like that for no apparent reason. The Arizona line went up because guys were hurt, not playing. It balloons up. Why did this line go from 4 to 5 to 6.5?
Yeah.
Dak is hurt. Who's Dallas playing next?
Yeah. Who's in right now? That's not Ben DiNucci. That's Cooper Rush, right?
Cooper Rush.
Yeah, lock in that under now.
I'm going right out of bed.
I don't. Yeah. Let me see. I think they just took it off the book. These cowards take it off the book. Son of a bitch, they did. It's not available in my book. Dang. Oh well. Did they take it off your book too?
No, I got it offshore right now.
Huh.
I got it. I got a 52.
Wow.
52 and a half.
Yeah, they took it off my book.
I just put a nickel on it.
Oh yeah.
Because
That's gonna move for sure. Yeah, when they drop that line again, I'll bet it.
Dallas got Cincy next week.
Yeah.
They have no offensive line. Besides the fact that they have no offensive line, they have one NFL wide receiver on the roster. I know these guys are playing in the NFL, but they're not good players.
No.
Southern Georgia plus 11.5 versus UAB.
Georgia Southern? No. I will not back Georgia Southern, especially after that win last week. I think that's a UAB spot. Even though 11.5, the my projected line says Georgia Southern. But no, I'm good.
The Dallas under looking really good for the season now.
Yeah.
Wide receiver, first round offensive line. I mean, how about a quarterback now? Because now, not only has Dak got bad wheels, now he's got a broken hand.
I don't know if it's broken or not, but yeah.
Whatever. I'm just saying. Get a Cooper Rush jersey. Mike, get down.
Ben DiNucci.
I think FanDuel still has this total up at 51. Get on the under next week.
Yeah.
Bet the Bears under next week, says Groovy.
Bears have been on my radar. That's a 43.5, the Bears under.
Is it a 43.5 now?
43.5. And Packers -9. DiNucci. They cut DiNucci. I thought they cut DiNucci.
It's the Cooper Rush show?
It's the Cooper Rush show. Because they also got rid of the throwing ginger.
Yeah, Dalton's on who's he on? Saints? Still backing up by Saints? Or he goes somewhere else?
That's not a bad backup quarterback for Jameis Winston.
Is he on Cincy? Right, because he is, right? Because they got rid of Ian Book. They let Ian Book leave. So
yeah. Well, Ian Book's he's garbage. Yeah. So yeah, it's Andy Dalton, backup quarterback for New Orleans Saints.
Boy, this Cowboy season just went from bad to worse.
Cooper Rush here though, launching the ball down the field. Jeez, incomplete, but he's taking chances.
That doesn't. He's got none. You're down 16 points with 4 minutes ago. Yeah, you're gonna take some chances.
Yeah.
Do you have a choice to throw the ball downfield?
Exactly.
I mean, come on.
Cowboys are a joke.
Yeah, they're in trouble a little
bit. As a Giants fan, I love to see it.
All right, that's about it for tonight.
Yep. I think it's time to go record a Monday night video and call it a night.
Higgs is a new Jimmy the Greek. That'd be nice. Yeah, I know. Is that good or bad? Jimmy the Greek. Yeah. I like watching that 30 for 30 with the Greek. They got the Greek imposter talking. That'd be nice. Have a little residency. I hate being considered like one of those. Like I don't consider myself like the old content creator type ambassador brand guy. Like that's not what I do. I mean, I'm just a gambler. I'm a bettor. Like as much as he's a tout, he sells picks and listen, that's something I just did because gambling was illegal in my state for the last 20 years until recently, Like
you do it because it allows you to do it full time.
Yeah. I mean, really, like I sell a weekly pass for $31, right? It comes out to $31.20. What do you think I get out of that? Like $6. I mean, like you think I get 100 signups a week?
Yeah, they think we make a lot of money because we sell picks. We really don't.
Took Pitt -9.5. Pitt who? The Panthers?
Who are they playing next week?
Prescott's out. Yep.
Yeah, they're playing Western Michigan. My line for that's an 8.
I can no longer respect this guy as a Giants fan. Yeah, did that line go up? Because I thought that was a little low for Western Michigan.
Yeah, my line for that's an 8.
Yeah.
But on my book, he said it's a 9.5.
UAB all day. A
Yeah.
Groupon. Locking in Vikings money line. I like the Vikings next week. I do.
Against Philly, I can see it. I
I
don't
mean,
know. I don't know what I like in that game though yet.
I get a nice veteran
the line's spot
quarterback.
on for me.
I got a nice veteran quarterback. I got a good running back, explosive running back. I got a
You have
great
a
wide receiver,
fantasy
a pretty good wide
football
receiver.
offense.
That's what you need. That's all I need to put points on the board. Well, people will watch. I don't know. We get people to watch. Across the networks when I do this, I usually get about 1,000 views across all three, I think, which isn't bad considering there's not like I'm not hyping it up all over the place. It just kind of comes up and people see it. They don't see it if it's notification bell. I don't know. Desmond says wrong.
Okay.
Wrong about what? UAB?
Okay.
Prescott?
We're wrong. We're wrong.
Bengals money line. I mean,
I want to back the Cowboys.
For a plus 105 or a plus 110. I mean, I get it. It's worth a shot if you think Prescott's not going to play, right? I mean, I totally understand the thinking.
Yeah, I think the under is the best look in that game.
Yeah. I mean, that's where I think you got to look with that.
And if Dak Prescott's hurt, why not a Cowboys team total under?
Unders all around. But again, that team total won't come into effect till
Sunday.
Yeah, so I mean that'll all be baked in.
My book sucks with that stuff because I like betting team totals.
You can still get this. Well, I just came over to the Picks and Parlays page. They still have 51 and plus 2.5 here for Cincy. I mean, plus 110. And even in my other's offshore is basically one. Hold on. I only have one bookmaker who's only went up with the 51 and Cincy plus one bookmaker. Hit might take $1 second half. Under, collected 4 honeys. Sweet.
Oh, yeah.
Should Iowa State be given 21?
Iowa State, who are they playing?
Is that the Nevada game?
No, they play the Bobcats of Ohio.
All right.
Maybe an over in that game.
I'm guessing Iowa's playing the Nevada one, I guess.
Yeah, Iowa's playing Nevada, and Iowa, my projected line for that power ranking is say 15.5. Nevada coming in off of a loss against the powerhouse of Incarnate Word.
Yes.
I
bet the under 42.
Tim put up the Nevada Wolfpack on that game.
I mean, you're getting 20 points at a team that scored 10 points all year.
Yeah, what's the line on that game actually?
It's 20.
20?
Nevada's 20-point
give me Nevada all day. Give me Nevada all day. Does that line go up is the question.
Points. I got no opinion on that game, really. I mean, I bet what, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I got 12 college football bet already.
And why not take a shot at the Nevada money line?
Cowboys did San Antonio Brown, really?
It's 21.5 on my book.
Georgia Southern.
And the total is 40.
Movie on your Georgia Southern play here.
Oh yeah, Georgia Southern. I like their. Yeah, I watched that game actually. I watched the end of that game because I was sweating out that plus 950. Yeah, I like their quarterback. He was gutsy. Kyle Van Treese. I liked him.
245, still 19-3.
Yeah, we're looking okay there, Sean.
Even if he plays a welcome back, so he might have his hand still be hurt. I mean, still the offense is still bad. Doug Flutie. Bring back Bernie Kosar. Gary Hogaboom. 21 points. Crazy.
Absolutely not. I'm getting 21 in a hook. Should I bet that now?
Baylor laying a 31 spot.
Baylor laying 31, but
Texas
against
State.
Two. Texas State.
Just necessary roughness, Texas State. Cyclones all day. Oh, yeah.
Baylor. My projected line for that's Baylor minus 42, so they should blow the crap out of them.
Good job, Nathan, on cashing the 4 honeys. Giants.
Yes. I said this. Both of us said this preseason.
I was going to say, I said take the Giants plus 750.
Yeah, I was on them too. That was my pick to win the division.
We all need the stacks, Nathan. You know what? One day at a time, though. One day. Take it. I'm happy.
Yeah.
Good day today, but you know what? If I go 0-2 in baseball tomorrow, you know, what am I going to do? The great Sunday's gone.
Yeah.
James, thank you. To thank whoever you were thanking. I guess Nathan. I have no idea. Anyway, I'm going to thank you all for watching.
Yep.
And we'll see everybody on Monday. Tomorrow, right? It's tomorrow. Last time I checked, Sunday after Monday.
Yep.
And we're out of here. I think that's all the comments for the day. I'm going to wrap this puppy up. Appreciate everybody coming in. A long show today, hour and 50 minutes. I like when I get a little...
It happens when you get a co-host.
But it's good because it's not just me just running them down in 15 minutes going boom, boom, boom. You know, some people come in, watch. Wonderful. But we're out of here. And hopefully maybe we'll get this guy sighting next week.
That's week 4.
Maybe he comes. Oh, he's not coming back next week? No. All right. We're out of here. Bye-bye.